just a heads up before I start this video, you all, this is going to be a long video. It is going to have multiple items in it. The first thing is health planning for 2025. The second is school and life planning for 2025 because we do homeschool. And then the third thing is Yule planning for 2025. This right here, if you're interested in Christmas and, being able to buy throughout the year, might be some good tips in there for you all, but that's going to be the order that they're in. I can put the times on the screen once I edit so you know where each one is in case you're looking for a specific thing. I know that my page is mostly dedicated to my health journey, so that's why I put that at the beginning. And I will come back at the end of the year and stitch this video as well because I want to see if I hit my big goals. Big goals for my health for 2025 is to weigh 250 pounds by the end of the year, which is almost 50 pounds lost. Be able to go walk on the walking trail again once it gets warm. That usually takes me about an hour. There's this really tall set of stairs there. I want to be able to go up them at least 3 times by the end of the year. And honestly, that's probably my biggest goals. Oh, stay consistent. I knew there was another one. I want to stay consistent because that's a big issue with me. This is 2025 plans. These are the items that I use for planning. And I am a type A personality, okay? I have to plan. I also have ADHD, so then I forget, and then I get back into it. I'm like back and forth. Anyways, but I like for things to be planned. So I'm going to show you guys a few things, but the first thing will be health because that's what my TikTok's mostly dedicated to, but there's also going to be some life things in here. But I'll show you health first. So this is my health journal for 2025. It is split into 2. I did make and bind this myself. So this one is for the end of the year, the last 6 months, and this is the first 6 months of the year. So first thing, of course, is going to be weights and measurements and all that. I'll put those in tomorrow. I'm recording this on the last day of 2024. And then there's a page in there for weight each month and whether I lost or gained and how much that was. This page, I plan on putting my starting weight before each month, and then I'm going to color it red if I lost, and green if I lost, and red if I gained. And then we got my goal page. Now, remember, I started off at 331.5. As of today, I'm at 297.4, I believe it was. I had gotten down to 294 right before the holidays, but I gained a little bit during the holidays. So this tracker, however, though, was starting at 300 pounds. So starting at 300 pounds, I want to lose another 150. No, I don't plan on doing that in 2025. I just went ahead and put both in here. Carry the rest over to the next year. Big goal for 2025 is to hopefully get down to 250. So about 50 pounds next year. I'll be happy with that. Anything else above that is great. So yeah, every 10 though, I get a reward. My wife is also getting me a book for every 10 pounds that I lose. And then this one is just for like, I tried my best. If I tried my best that day and didn't give up on myself, I'm going to color it. I used to do this with, like, if I hit every single goal, I would color these, but then that overwhelmed me. So, because like maybe I didn't drink enough water that day, but I did everything else great, you know? So instead of looking at it that way, I want to do like, I did my best and I didn't give up on myself. I didn't like self-sabotage or just stop doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this page is for. I'm bad at self-sabotage, as we talked about the other day. Okay, so also in 2025, I want to walk 500 miles. That might not seem like a lot to some people, but for me, it's going to be a lot. My mantra for that is bitch, quit being lazy, and get moving. There's 2 pages of that, so each shoe represents a mile. This is my workout tracker for 2025, and further in, we'll talk about goals and how that's going to work. My goals are going to be starting low. So we got walk, cardio, strength, arms, legs, and core. And then after that, we start each month. So for January, I have another one of the measurement pages. This one's for the beginning of January and then the end. And I'll put this on like the first of the next month since I'll be weighing anyways. This is to keep track of my weight throughout the month. Now, I didn't want to do a goal weight. Instead, I'm doing like, this is where I started in January. This is where I ended in January. Same, I marked it out down here. I've noticed if I set little goals, I get frustrated when I don't reach them in that time period. So if I put that I want to lose 5 pounds, or if I put that I want to lose 10 pounds and I only lose 6, I'm going to get upset with myself. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put like, start right here's the weight that I started at in January. This will be where I finished. And I also have a sleep tracker because I'm really trying to work on getting more sleep. I don't know if that's going to be happening. This is for water tracking. And I made this in Canva for tracking my macros. It's got a place for calories, protein, fiber, carbs, and fat for the day. My main 2 things is fiber and protein. Step tracking for the month. And then this one is going to be the goals for the month. Now, I am very sedentary lately. I used to walk multiple times every day, okay? Walking is like, I love walking. Used to do that multiple times every day before I got diagnosed with bilateral sciatica, which is a little over a year ago. And since then, I've not been keeping up with it. It got to where, like, if I would walk for more than 5 minutes, pain would shoot down my leg, and, like, felt like I was being electrocuted. It was so bad. And it just, it caused a lot of issues when it came to working out and everything. So, I am very sedentary now, and so I'm an all or nothing type person. I'm one of those people that think that, like, if I don't do it all, then I've failed, and I'm trying to reset that mindset. So, I'm starting out low. And this will be my goals for the entire month, okay? I will not change these goals until the next month. I don't care if I'm doing double what this is every single day this month. I know from experience with myself that if I up my goal before I feel like I'm actually ready, then I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to give myself a month before I up my goal. Okay. First goal is just to hydrate. I would like to get 80 ounces of water, but I drink Dr. Pepper. I drink energy drinks. I drink green teas in the morning. Like, whatever it is, as long as I'm staying hydrated and remembering to drink. Because I have ADHD, guys. I forget to drink a lot. I also forget to eat. I actually have alarms set up on my Fitbit to remind me to eat. I'm not joking. There's a lot of them on there. Hang on. This one's actually fixing to go off. But see, those are all alarms. Just to remind me that, hey, if you haven't eaten, you need to eat. 10-minute walk every day, 2,500 steps. Yes, I know that's low, but for me, it's not. Each month after that, I want to up it by 500. Like, so for February, my goal will be 3,000 if I'm doing this consistently in January. I can walk a long distance, okay? I can go and walk the walking trail for over an hour. I can go to Sam's Club and walk for that for 2 hours. I can go to Dollywood and walk, okay? However, doing that consistently every single day is my issue, or even a few times a week. Like, I can do it maybe once a week, sometimes a few times a month. But doing it consistently is what I'm trying to work on this year, is being more consistent. I want to go up and down my stairs one time, drink my Pro-Feed tea, greens, my wellness shot, all that in the morning. I want to try to hit at least 80 grams of protein, 20 grams of fiber, and yes, these will be upped. These are just right now. And I want to stay between 1,800 to 1,960 in calories. That is the goals for January. That's the end of the health stuff. I just realized I forgot to add, so on my goals weekly, I want to do the boxing machine 10 minutes one time a week. The hoop one time a week, 10 minutes. I still got the thing to go all the way around, more than likely once or twice at a time. And then this apron workout that I'm going to do, because I have an apron belly, for 10 minutes. So it'll end up, the way it'll work out is I have 3 20-minute exercises, because including the 10-minute walk. 3 20-minute exercises a week, and then 4 10-minute exercises each week, which isn't a lot for a lot of people, but it is for me. And then each, like in February, for example, the walk will go up to 15 minutes, and then all these will go up to 15 minutes, as long as I am able to do them without flaring my sciatica. I am really, really, in 2025, trying to make sure I am setting realistic, attainable goals for myself and not setting myself up for failure. Because that is the biggest thing that I've learned in my health journey is, like, I know that I'm an all or nothing type person, and I tend to say, like, oh, I want to go do this hour-long workout, 4 times a week or something, and I'll do that, and then I start hurting real bad, or I get a flare-up, or, something happens, and then I just stop. So I want to make sure that I'm setting realistic, attainable goals so that I can do it consistently. Because, like I said, that's a big, thing going into 2025. That's going to be my theme for the entire year, is consistency. Now, this is homeschool mostly. So if you guys don't want to see anything past health stuff, that's where that ends. So this is mostly for homeschool. It's also got a few life goals in it. I have every month set up, but January is the only one that's completely filled out. So we've got menu on here. That's what all the little things are in our menu. And of course, important things. I reminded myself I've got to order some stuff on the 10th for my wife's birthday and for Yule next year, and Valentine's gifts. And this is the wife's birthday. These little stamps are tarot stamps. I earlier today drew a tarot card for each month next year. And then down at the bottom, so the 4-week rotation, I know you guys are seeing this backwards. The 4-week rotation is just for me to know for meal planning. So I try to do what I call rotations each month, and that's how I plan. This one has 4 weeks in it. I've got to buy day 7 Yule gifts, 2 stocking stuffers per person, a pack of stickers per person. Those also go in stockings and Krampus gifts. Anything that says stocking stuffers and stickers are for Krampus and Yule gifts next year. Everybody, all 7 of us love stickers, so we're all getting stickers. I need to buy Yule activity for next year. So since there's 12 days of Yule and 12 months in the year, I try to get all the kids' gifts for 1 day, 1 month, and a Yule activity each month, 2 stocking stuffers, and a pack of stickers. So at the end of the year, I have all the Yule stuff already bought. I have an activity for every day. I have 24 stocking stuffers per person, 12 for their stocking, and 12 for Krampus Day. And then 12 packs of stickers, so they get 6 for stocking and 6 for their shoes. I get a lot of this off Temu, guys. It sounds expensive. It's really not. I utilize my Temu very, very well. And then I also need to get the wife's birthday gift. I need to put, this set's 20 boxes of candy. However, I have changed what I'm doing for Valentine's Day, so this has changed slightly. And then I was making candy with case, but I've changed my mind. And then I need to add $30 to the gift card fund, because Yule next year, all the kids are getting a $30 gift card to certain things. The 3 girls are getting to Ulta, and my son is getting a Roblox. And then they're also getting $60 to buy each other a gift, $20 per kid. So, like, for example, my son will have $60 to spend $20 on each of the girls. Okay, so saving up for that, I put it in a little envelope in my journal that I have. This is just a ritual that I did earlier today. Oh, these are vocabulary words for my kids' novels for homeschool. And then I've got each week set up. And all the weeks look the same. They have fold-out spelling words. This is my daughter's. This is my son. I only homeschool the twins. The 2 oldest daughters are homeschooled as well, but they are homeschooled by my partner. So these are for the twins. They are in the same grade. However, my son is severely dyslexic, so he has a different spelling list than my daughter. My daughter is above grade level on spelling. My son is below due to his dyslexia. And then I've got all of January planned out. I also already did a tarot spread this week. I do those on Monday, but all of that's already planned out. And then each week, and that's the end of the month there. The reason this is, I had to add this to add some extra room, is because this will be the day that they finish off their novel study, and there'll be a big lesson and stuff to go with that. They're going to be doing The Borrowers for January. We're also going to watch The Borrowers movie when they wrap it up. If there's a movie that goes along with it, I always have them watch the movie too, and that way I give them a worksheet and they can like compare and contrast the movie to the book. Because as a reader, personally, the book is almost always better, so it's just fun to compare and contrast them. And then each week I print off one of these for the kids. It goes in their folder with their worksheets and stuff. And yes, we are very structured when it comes to school. Okay, the kids are getting a lot more independent, which is why they have this. They're in 5th grade now, so they are getting a lot more independent. But I do still keep it very, very structured. My kids do better. I've tried the loose teaching and like the unschooling and all that. It just doesn't work for us. Structured is what we need. So, but on a day-to-day basis, so we run our school from The week for us looks like a Saturday through Wednesday. I know that probably sounds weird. Thursday and Friday is our day off. So it's easier just to say that the week runs from Saturday to Wednesday, that way 1 through 5 days. Instead of just breaking it up and being like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, break, and then Friday and Saturday. I prefer just to start the week on Saturday when I'm planning. Thursday and Friday is just because of work schedules. It works better that those are the days out. So from Monday through Tuesday, they do 1 to 2 chapters in their novel study. Most days ones, but they do have one day where they do 2 chapters. They do a spelling activity. They do a handwriting sheet, which is cursive. They're doing cursive. They do a grammar worksheet. And guys, this sounds like a lot, but most of it's like handwriting takes them 5 minutes maybe. Grammar takes them 5 minutes maybe. Spelling just depends on the activity, but no more than 15 minutes. The reading might take them 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how long the chapter is, how many vocabulary words there is to look for, things like that. Then they do a math lesson, which can take them anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Math is always our longest subject. Then they do social studies and science. Social studies and science they do videos for the most part. Sometimes I read articles to them, so it just kind of depends. And then on Wednesdays, they do a vocabulary review for the chapters that they've already read, as well as a reading comprehension quiz for the chapters that they've already read. They do a spelling quiz, and then they do a math lesson, and then they do music and art. And music and art usually links into whatever that they're learning in social studies that week. They do PE every day, but I don't put it on their checklist because it changes every day. So I just usually send them, I've got them set up on Kids Messenger to where I can send them links and things like that. Well, not Kids Messenger, I'm sorry, we just transitioned because I cannot send links to Kids Messenger. I've got them set up with Facebooks that are very shut down, very locked down. Only certain people can have access to them. That way I can send them links and stuff in Messenger. And so in Messenger, each day I'll say, hey, do this for PE. And that's what they'll do. And our PE is so different every day. Sometimes it's them doing Just Dance. They have another fitness game on the Switch that they do sometimes. Sometimes it's going out for a walk if it's warm outside and we can do that. Sometimes it's a series of exercises. Sometimes I use my treadmill, my boxing machine. They do not use my hoop because I don't want nobody hit. So yeah. Last thing I'm going to show y'all. This is for my Yule planning each year. Okay. So I keep a notebook. I've got this one started for next year. And you'll see an index card in the zipper pouch. This is the list of days that I've decided for so far what we're going to have. I do have one that I need to add on though. And then I'll have a sheet for each day. Usually I don't need more than one sheet, but this, since it does open, I can add one behind it if I need to. Nothing is wrote down yet until day 7. And they're going to get a bath bomb kit. I've actually got to order that this month. Or, no, in January. That's what I meant when I said this month. So, and then I've got day 12 stuff all figured out too. And I'll be ordering that stuff in February. And then I've got my wife's stocking stuff figured out. First set. First set of my husband's stocking stuffers. My stocking stuffers. My oldest daughters. Middle daughter. Sons. He's the oldest twin, so by people's standards anyways. And then my youngest daughters. And then I've got everybody's like sizes and favorite colors and stuff listed in here as well. And then these envelopes, when I start adding to it, will be where the cash will be kept for the gift cards and the gifts to each other. So one of those days, it will just be the kids exchanging gifts. The way that we do it is each of the kids get a gift every day. And then adults get a Krampus gift, a stocking, which a Krampus gift is pretty much the same as getting a stocking, but you also get a pair of new shoes. And they'll get a big gift, and then they also get the comfort boxes, which is like pretty much like everybody's Christmas Eve boxes. It's pretty much the same thing. So that's what the adults get. Other than that, the kids are the only ones that will be getting Yule gifts. And then I also keep depending on how many I need, I've got more people to buy for this year. So I keep a tote outside of my shed. It's got little totes inside of it that have, like this is day 12. And then I keep that list. Okay, so I keep each day in like a small tote. It'll have like a piece of tape on it and it'll say day 12 so that I know for that day I just pull this tote out and I separate from between the kids. Sometimes the kids all get the same thing. Sometimes it's different. That's why I keep those detailed lists. That way if somebody has a different item, I don't get in there and go, oh my gosh, who was this for? You know what I mean? Because it does happen. So that's one way that I stay organized when it comes to Yule gifts. You guys can utilize this for Christmas too. We just personally celebrate Yule and it's 12 gifts. And not everybody does that. Not everybody gives a gift every day. You don't have to do that either. That's just what we decided to do because I find it less stressful to open up one gift a day instead of a bunch of gifts on Christmas Day. And Christmas Day this year, next year, because we do kind of blend it in, we're going to do something you need, something you want, something to read, and something to wear. So on that day, they'll get 4 gifts. Even adults will get that. But like I said, that's kind of how I keep it organized. And I'll show you guys this throughout the year as I'm doing it. But that's how I keep Christmas organized and Yule. And I keep from forgetting what I bought throughout the year because it's a year. You know, for a year from now, you're not going to remember everything that you bought for everybody. So keeping a list of it is very helpful. Trust me.